The recipe I'm going to teach you today, folks, is incredibly delicious. I'm sure, folks, for those who love eggplant, it's going to be a hit, and it's super simple. It's easy to make, okay? To start our recipe, I already have here eggplant that I cut. Look there how I cut it. I cut, look, very thin slices. Look.
Less than a finger.
I slice them, put them in water with salt to prevent oxidation, to keep them from turning black. And besides, folks, a lot of people complain that it tastes bitter. It takes away the bitterness from the Jell-O, but adds a taste we don't like. And this process here removes that kind of taste, okay? Taste. I'm a fan of eggplant flavor. So now that it's here, I'm going to drain it so we can start this recipe. Here we go. I've already drained the eggplant in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil now. Folks, it's just to give it a little smudge. You see, I'll spread my olive oil here. Done. And then I'll start with the eggplants. Here, look, I'm going to place them. Why is that, folks? We're going to grill these eggplants from one side to the other. And I'm going to
look here, look,
a little bit of olive oil, okay? And I'll put another one here in the middle, done. And then I'll move my stove over here and we'll whip up a little sauce to put on this eggplant. First thing I'm going to need, look, I have fresh basil here. And I'm going to put this basil here, look, in a little bowl. Done. I'm going to put, look, dehydrated green onions there. It's great. And on top of this, I'm going to add right here some olive oil, folks. About like 3 spoonfuls of olive oil. Look, I'll give it a good mix. That's a very, very nice smell. Just a bit more olive oil. Ready, look, and
he will stay like that, bro.
So, folks, what are we going to do? Now I'm going to leave it to let it rest a bit so the flavor can infuse the olive oil. And I'll leave our eggplant to grill on one side and the other. And I'll be back for us to continue this delight. Our first batch of eggplants is ready. Look how it turned out. It looks beautiful, folks. What am I going to do now? Remember our sauce here. Before adding the eggplants, I'm going to put in some juice.
Slogan.
Right about here, look. A tablespoon of soy sauce. I'll give it a good mix. Look how beautiful it turns out, and I'm going to show you here. Look on our eggplants. Look at this beautiful little flower. Let's proceed with generosity. Look at this delicious thing. What do I do now, folks? I'm going to grab the next eggplants, and I'll keep adding it like this. Look, on top, this one browned a bit more. Let's set it up like this. Look, and keep layering it. All right. So I will repeat this same process of applying it to all these. Here, look, a bit of this seasoning. Ready.
And now
let's move to our final step. I'll bring the stove over here. I'm going to pour a generous amount of olive oil, and now I'm going to put in here, I'll put in 4 cloves of garlic, and we're going to fry this garlic until it's nicely golden brown. This garlic clove, folks, I sliced it up. Then I started cutting them into very tiny pieces, okay? Like my stove here. Look, it's hot. So he quickly fried it. Look how beautiful, very well. And then what am I going to do? I'll take it here now. I'll put it on top of our eggplants. I'm doing it, folks. Add more eggplants, more garlic, any way you like. And the outcome, folks, look at that. Even tastier what we just did here. If you like this recipe, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. The recipe ebook will be in the description. Claudio's recipes. With a bunch of gluten-free, sugar-free recipes. Very delicious. And now it's time to eat, right, folks? Not just make
I'm going
right?
to take this one on top now. Look. Thank you for watching.
This is how you eat it, folks. And then if you want to pair this with a salad, some meat, rice. Thank you. Here comes a treat. This is really good, folks. It's a recipe that as I left the eggplants with salt in the water. I didn't add salt, but if you want, you can add a little bit, but it's not necessary. It's delicious. A little kiss and see you next video.
Do you want some?